The government shutdown is still affecting many people across the country, not just those responsible for finding a solution. Newsline reporter Amber Peterson is in the newsroom. Amber, you were just in Washington, D.C. and talked to some of these federal workers there.
That's right. While I was in D.C. last week, I heard from several people who say they are ready for the shutdown to end.
Protesters remain outside the White House, museums are still closed, and many federal workers continue their jobs without pay as the longest government shutdown continues on. The shutdown has now reached day 33 and still no end is in sight.
I feel that it's a waste of time and it's going nowhere.
380,000 federal workers have been furloughed, with an additional 420,000 working without pay. A Secret Service police officer was working outside of the White House as protesters gathered. He says that he will receive back pay for the time he has worked through the shutdown. Back pay will also be received by other federal workers whether they've worked through the shutdown or been furloughed. Federal contractors, however, will not receive back pay. Protesters throughout D.C. continue to voice their opinions on the shutdown. Many protesters have strong feelings about the shutdown and Trump's focus on the Mexican border.
Saying that immigrants only come from walking to America from Mexico, it's very ignorant.
The shutdown has proved that no money is being saved, but rather that federal workers are suffering financially until a decision is made.
We are the lowest paid federal workers, and so many live paycheck to paycheck, so it's hard to just be able to make those ends meet.
The shutdown has also impacted museums around the D.C. area. All Smithsonian museums and other government-run buildings are closed to visitors. The result has been larger crowds at museums that are privately owned, as tourists have very limited options.
The shutdown is proving to be tough on many Americans. A CBS poll shows 28% of Americans that think that Trump's border wall is worth a shutdown, while 71% say it is not worth it. Back to you.
Thanks, Amber.